Welcome to Session 1 of Mtree's Art and Global Citizenship Education Program. Last week, we covered the introductory material to allow you to familiarize yourself with Mtree's art program and how it shall run for the next 11 sessions. If you have not watched it yet, I would recommend that you watch that video first before proceeding with the rest of the program. This session's main theme is interconnectedness, and the goal of it is for you to get to know your students better as they get to know you as well. In this session, your students can develop a group identity by recognizing how they are connected regardless of their different personal backgrounds. The materials that you will need are paper, crayons, colored pencils, markers, pencils, erasers, and sharpeners. Before creating any work, it is recommended that you begin with an ice-breaking activity to ease the nerves that the students and even yourself may have. This should last for about 15 minutes, and some of the activities you could try are singing a song together that the students may enjoy, playing a short game, or engaging in a warm-up drawing exercise. An example of a possible warm-up exercise may be a group activity where each student is allowed to pick a color or colors of their choice and draw anything that they please. If a student does not know what to draw, you could suggest the 5 senses exercise, where they are free to draw what they saw, heard, tasted, touched, or smelled. They could also draw something they like in detail. Once done, we can move on to introducing each other. In this activity, have students create a work of art that expresses who they are to the rest of their peers. This can be themed, and the students can draw anything that expresses what they love doing, watching, seeing, reading, anything really. This should last for about 25 minutes. After completing the task, you can have a discussion with your students about what they created and why. They may be a little shy at first, but this is to be expected. As time goes by, they shall become more comfortable expressing themselves. The discussion should last for about 15 minutes, followed by a break of about 10 minutes. Thereafter, together with your students, you can create some class rules. This allows for you to establish the communication tools that both yourself and students shall use in the classroom. Maybe a particular gesture or sound that indicates that the class should be quiet, for example, or one that reminds students to encourage one another when a student is courageous enough to share their work with the rest of the class. This activity should take about 10 minutes. Now, we can move on to the last activity of the session, inventing a class name. Coming up with a class name that enables students to identify themselves and feel a sense of unity with one another. You can also come up with an ice-breaking activity that you could conduct with the group, possibly before you begin the session or when you are completing it. During this part of the session, you can create a group poster with the students for the class with the class name at the center. Each day, students can add something to the poster as a short warm-up activity. All this should take approximately 35 minutes. You did it! We've completed Session 1 of Mtree's Art and Global Citizenship Education Program. To close the session, you can have an ice-breaking activity to relax the students and have a short reflection on the activities conducted during the class. This should take about 10 minutes. Our topic for the next session shall be our surroundings, so make sure you don't miss it. See you there!